Hi everybody, it's Matt Carter here. In this video I'm going to be talking about website structure and how to lay out your website for maximum SEO benefit. It's really important to plan your site's content out properly before you start doing any backlinking or anything else to do with SEO, because the structure of your site plays quite a big role, a lot bigger role than most people who do SEO realize. A lot of people who are just small-time players and they don't really, they fiddle around with SEO or what have you. They don't really understand website structure and how to lay out a website properly, and it really is a disadvantage for them. So I want to teach you in this video how to plan out a website structure properly. Now, before I do that, what I want to explain is when you're going through the SEO Experts Academy, the way you build your websites, the type of websites you build really is up to you at the end of the day. Whether you want to build a very small mini website that is a couple of pages that just promotes one product name, or those types of sites with an exact match domain, that's fine, and you can do that, and that works. And if that's your business model, then fair play to you. And I've done that before in the past, and it works for me. And I've still got sites that make me money doing that. I prefer to build out larger websites these days myself, larger authority websites in a niche. I just find them better assets in the long term, and I think they respond much better in Google. So if you want to do that style, then that's fair play to you as well. It's up to you which size of website you want to do. And of course, if you've got an e-commerce website store or other types of websites, that's all fine, and following through on the SEO Experts Academy SEO teaching will help you get top rankings. But what I want to talk about in this video is structuring a larger content-based website where you might have 20 plus right up to hundreds of pages of content on your website. These types of larger websites, if they're specifically about one niche topic, they can become real authorities in Google, and Google does love these types of sites, and it starts rewarding sites like this with the long tail phrases. Even if they're not optimizing for phrases, they tend to start collecting traffic on all sorts of different phrases, and that's how you can get a lot of free traffic from large websites when you do them properly. But in order to build out a large website properly, you need to structure the website content properly from the beginning. That's what I want to explain in this video. But I do need just to recap. If you're doing small mini sites, then that's absolutely fine. You don't have to structure your site like this, but just carry on doing the rest of the SEO we teach and backlinking that mini site, and you'll get great results. But this is for the people that want to build out a larger site and more of a long-term asset that will get a lot larger amount of traffic and ultimately make a lot more money through the search engine traffic that it gets. So let me just go and show you an example of how I would structure out a website. Okay, so on the screen in front of you is an Excel document. Whenever I plan out a new website, I always just use Excel. I think it's easy and it does the job you need. So let's just say that the niche topic that we're in is called cystic acne. Now, I haven't gone for the top level in this. The top level for this particular industry would be skincare, and then you'd come down into acne. So there's different levels that you can compete at in an industry. So if the top level was, say, skincare, and then we came down into acne, then, sorry, I spelled acne wrong there. And then we'd come down and even further into what you would consider a niche topic, which would be a branch of acne called cystic acne. So ideally, try and build your websites down on the niche level. Don't go too broad, like skincare is a bit too broad, and acne even still, again, come further down and you'll find easier to compete and build out these larger websites. But cystic acne, let's say that we're building a site on that niche level. I'll just remove all those, and it's cystic acne. The first thing you need to do is plan out the categories for this site, because you want to have a lot of variety in the article content on the domain. Google likes to see that because it means it's a good user experience. And you also want to have the right category, the right content in the right category. So if I was just to plan this out, and I just done this off the top of my head, I don't have a cystic acne website. Some categories I would put would be treatment, would be one category. Body parts, meaning I wouldn't actually call the category name body parts, by the way. I would think of something better than that, like types of cystic acne would be better, where it's got the keyword phrase in there. So I'd put something like types of, and try and get the keyword phrase into your category name, like that. I'd put types of cystic acne, and then it's like chin, face, legs, back, arms, cystic acne the whole time. Causes of cystic acne, and then there's more different types again, which you could break it into adult, baby, teenagers, hormonal, and then you could talk about cystic acne scars. And then all of a sudden you've got yourself 8 different categories, which is a good range of topics to talk about on your website. But what you then want to do is plan out the content inside these categories. So if I have a category about treatment, it's good to have, at least 3+ articles in here. And, when you build the site out, it'd be great if you can really end up having sort of 10 or 20 even over time. And the same for every category. So I might have one article that talks about treatment for cystic acne, another one that talks about natural cures for cystic acne, another one that talks about home remedies for cystic acne. So they're all treatment related, but they're slightly different. You could put product names in there. You could have Actinel. I think that's Actinel. As I remember, I think that's a acne treatment. You might have lots of different types of treatments that you write reviews on, and you put all of that in the treatment category, and you do the same for all the others. Types of acne, you talk about chin cystic acne treatment, face cystic acne cure, or whatever, and you have all the articles about the types like that in this category, and same for all these other categories. And then what you're doing is you're filling up, siloing your website out so that you've got the relevant articles in the relevant category inside your overall domain, and fill them out as much as you possibly can. So if you find that you don't have enough for 6 categories, then that's fine. Just have 2 or 3 categories, but just try and fill up those categories with as much content as you can. So that's how you want to structure the website out when you're building out a larger website. But that's not all. Let's just take this one page here. If this is a piece of content about treatment for cystic acne, I also want to make sure that I'm optimizing this particular piece of content. Let me just highlight it a different color so we see it. I don't want to just backlink and optimize that piece of content, that page on my site, for one phrase, treatment for cystic acne. What I want to do is maximize each piece of content. So if I show you another tab, what I would do for that particular page is I would backlink it and optimize it doing my on-page and off-page SEO, which you'll learn in the Academy, for treatment for cystic acne, treatment of cystic acne, treating cystic acne. So I would try and optimize one page for at least 3 keywords, sometimes more. So that's what you want to do. So each piece of content is optimized for multiple keywords, and you have lots of pieces. Whoops, let me just change that back. And you have lots of pieces of content in each category. What this will do is over the whole website, you'll collectively grab a lot of traffic from a lot of various different keyword phrases, and as your website becomes more of an authority over time on this nice little niche topic that you're in, Google will reward you for long-tail traffic, because what you've got to remember is you'll have so much content on this nice niche little topic of cystic acne that you will start to pick up traffic for cystic acne that you're not even trying to pick up, because Google sees you as the authority on cystic acne. So that's how you want to lay out a larger website. Think about that before you pursue down the path of actually doing any of the off-page stuff. That's why I wanted to put this video in this section at the beginning. If there's some things you don't understand yet, some of the things I've mentioned like off-page and on-page SEO, don't worry about that because it's all coming up. But what I needed to do was put this video at the beginning, because before you go and jump into SEO, you need to plan your site out and think where you're taking the website. Now, like I said earlier, if you've just got a small website and you're only trying to rank for one keyword, like treatment for cystic acne, and that's all you want to get to the front page, and you've got a 2 or 3 page website, then you don't have to do this sort of categorizing stuff. This is for people that want to build a larger website out that becomes an authority over time in Google and can collect a lot more traffic. And that's how you roll out a proper professional SEO plan for a website. Hope you found that useful. Let's move on to the next videos.